guys, it's Tai Lu and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I gained my confidence over the years, how I'm a confident woman I am today, and what helps my self-esteem and what helped me grow. So we're going to get into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because you're going to like this video. You're going to want to comment anyway, and you're going to want to see more of me, so go ahead and do that. Okay, so I did not come out of my mama just super confident and loud and proud and confident. No, I was one of those kids that was quiet, introverted. I stayed in my room. I stayed to myself. I was not the loud kid, the kid that was raising their hand in class and just like, I know the answer. Like, first of all, I was, and I still do struggle with being soft-spoken and having to speak up and speak louder for myself. So I didn't start off like that. I was very quiet. I used to wear the color blue, and I used to always like cover myself. And we're gonna get into my boobs too, because this used to be an insecurity of mine, not because of how I felt about it, but the attention that it got. But we're gonna back up because I didn't always have big boobs, and I was still dealing with insecurity. So yes, I was just very, very quiet and to myself. I did not really speak too much. I used to bite my fingers. I used to bite my skin. Like, y'all, I used to bite my because I was so like anxious. I dealt with a lot of anxiousness and a lot of anxiety growing up in the hood and a chaotic environment. You put that together, and that just makes somebody that's just like, either I'm going to express anger out of it or I'm going to express insecurity out of it. And I expressed insecurity and wanting to just, play it small and hide. And that's why I brought up me wearing the color blue, because blue is associated, like wearing darker colors. I will say that. Darker colors, I used to wear darker colors. I used to wear big clothes, oversized clothes. I used to wear flannel. All of these things are like normal, regular to fit in. I never did anything that was just boom. Not into high school, but for the most part, I was always soft spoken. Even within my siblings, like my siblings was always just the loud ones. Well, it was really my brothers. They would be like, "Ma, I need this and I need that," and I used to just suffer in silence, knowing damn well I needed things and wanted things, but I just never, in my mind, I was just kind of like so grateful and humble for what I had, and I understood my mom's work ethic at a very young age, and I never wanted to bother her more than she was already aggravated and bothered, because she used to just be like, I'm tired, and, or like, yeah, she was just, I just felt for it. So it was just a thing where it's like, I don't want to burden her even more. But what that did to me was make me really quiet about my needs and about my wants. So I was that kid that didn't really express themselves and didn't feel like it was a safe space too, because, just the environment that I grew up in, like, it wasn't a thing where I felt like I had a voice or I could, express myself to, and it depended on if I was with certain people. But for the most part, I was very quiet. I stayed to myself, and I stayed with my sister, like, in a group. That was basically the thing. It was like the boys, my brothers, and then the girls, me and my sister. So yeah, I was just very quiet. I didn't speak in school. I did not speak. I didn't say too much. I was quiet. I was quiet out to myself. I used to be so terrified every time the teacher called on me, because it was like, why? Why are you? Because you know how, like, teachers, they got to challenge the students that are, like, really quiet and, like, soft-spoken. And, like, I used to suck at reading. Which is crazy because I'm, like, such an amazing reader now. No pun intended, because I'm, like, a reader and a reader. Yeah. But yeah, I used to be so quiet and just hiding myself. I feel like I dealt with minor bullying at school, because it's like, at school, like, I don't know. It just nobody really bothered me in school. It wasn't really until I was like home where my brothers and stuff used to pick on me, and like I forgive them for that. Like we were young, but at the same time, they bullied me more than I experienced at school. Like when I got home, like I used that's why. And like I grew up like not wanting to be home just because of the issues that was going on there, like family stuff. Everybody deal with like their family drama and things like that. And I used to deal with a lot of bullying at home. Like my brothers always call me fat and just this, that, and a third, and like that would kill my self esteem. And mind you, I grew up. Everybody was just slimmer than me. Like I was not even that big, but that made me think that I was bigger than I was because I got these little scrawny boys, and that's not to come from people skinny either. But if you got somebody really slim coming for your weight, you're gonna be like, of course I'm a little thicker than you, but yeah. So that made me like think that I was bigger than I was growing up. So just dealing with the stress and anxiety, and I'm trying to not make this too much of a long video, but I just want to give like a kind of like a brief background of like what I come from and where my insecurities come from. It's very weight based. Um, my weight and just feeling like I was a big girl or like a fat girl, and I was like, I was not even that big. Like, it's sizes where I thought I was so big that I wish I could go back to. Because it's like, girl, you were not even giving none of that. But I dealt with a lot of weight insecurity and just the anxiousness of life and the things going on used to make me eat. So I was gaining weight. Like it's been periods and times where I was really big because I would just eat and eat and eat and not even eat but snack. I come from a food desert environment where it's like, you all know the corner store, you go and you get your chips, you get your donuts, you get your whatever. Like, I snack more than anything. So, that snacking gonna catch up to you. Them Debbie cakes and them Drake cakes. So, I used to just be bigger than everybody, even bigger than, my cousin, bigger than my sister, just thicker, just different. I would stand out. And then, boom, breasts just came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even ask for the big boobs. So I used to, like, I hated getting attention from them. Like, men, like, when you grow up where I'm from, like, you're just sexually harassed. Like, I'm from North New Jersey. Go to the corner store. You go to school, there's somebody harassing you. Going home on the bus, somebody's harassing you, somebody trying to talk to you, and that's just how I grew up. And it did not help when these just came out of nowhere. Like, damn, like, I'm trying to hide, and this is just like in everybody's face. And it just made me feel, I didn't hate myself, I would say. I just did not like attention. Like, I'm not an attention seeker. I don't care for attention. And then for my astrology heads, I do have a Neptune, Uranus, and South Node in Aquarius in my 5th house, and a Leo North Node and Mercury in my 11th house. So, put that into perspective, like, I'm not an attention girly at all. It just would come to me because I had bigger breasts. And I would try to hide. Even in the summertime, I would try to put on jackets. They were like, you not hot? Like, why you got that jacket on? And it's like, you not the one that got to deal with everybody saying something about my breasts. Like, oh, your breasts are big, your boobs are big, da-da-da. And they didn't, I don't know when it had to, like, my growth spurt and, like, that just starting high school area. Like, I think it was probably, like, sophomore year or even before freshman year. Like, that freshman year summer, I think. I don't know. But they just came out of nowhere, and people always said things about them and talked about them. And I don't know, it just made me insecure about myself and about my weight. And I've always, like, just, I guess, envied having a more smaller body and a petite body. I was just like, and I've always had and attracted petite, small body friends, where it was like I was always the outcast and I was always the bigger, the more thicker friend or the thicker whoever I was with. Like I was always different from them. Like I never had, oh, we thick together and we jelly together. We got that jelly together. It was never giving that. Like I've always just attracted to smaller people, and it just those insecurities came out. I remember in high school, like I had skin insecurities. Like I used to just pay attention to like how I had skin discoloration. I'm like, why are my thighs darker? And then like I remember, I really do remember me looking up how to get rid of like dark marks and like things like that in like high school, and one like home remedies in 2 days. And I just wanted the perfect body ever, and I didn't fit clothes well. I didn't know how to dress myself, and like the clothes that my mom would buy me, and I love you to death, girl, but they just was not ever really resonating with me. Like they were always, bigger, or it didn't fit who I am, if that makes sense. And it just never made me feel confident. It always made me feel like just not like I don't know, like it never made me feel like that girl. Like I'm that girl. I'm that girl. I mean, it was one time she bought me like this black and white sweatsuit. I will never forget that. This black and white sweatsuit, and it was so cute. And it was like the suede. That's like still in style now, but like, or like, I will hold on to clothes. That's a whole nother video for a long time. But I will hold on to clothes for a long time because I just had such a scarcity mindset, or just felt like, oh, I really like this, or I really fit this. I finally feel really good in something, because going shopping is just like I couldn't fit the things, the cute outfits and things that I would see that other people would wear, or how they would wear it. So moving forward, and with my confidence and building on my confidence, I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a really big fan of Mom's Behavior. And this is gonna be cheesy as fuck, but they used to be like, love yourself and you're perfect the way that you are. And I'm not gonna lie, like hearing messages like that from them, like when I was in like high school. No, this was like middle school. I was a really big fan of them. Hearing stuff like that really made me feel good. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm admitted to that. But it's truth. It's proof in the pudding. Like you got your boy band loves telling you like you're perfect the way you are and to love yourself and your body. Shout out to Princeton. It does make you feel good. It does give you that warmth and that comfort and just loving yourself. So a part of that was that. What else kind of made I feel like being on my own really made me confident and like doing things for myself. Like the more I went through life, and now this is like getting into like college and like moving forward, and like those 18, 19 years, me taking leaps of faith and me doing things, because like a lot of things was like shooting my confidence down. Like of course, like being rejected from people. I remember one time this dude, I overheard him because I told him that I liked him. I never shied away from telling somebody that I liked them. But I remember I told this guy that I had liked him, and I had a crush on him, and I overheard him say like, I don't want no fat freshman girl. And that shit broke my heart. And then just to see him later in the year pull up with a little slim shorty, like that made me feel like, damn, like you don't want to be with me because of my weight. And it would make me feel like when somebody did like me, I was like, there's no way you like me. Like, I'm fat. Like, why, like, you don't like me for real? Or like, having this insecurity that they would like want somebody that's smaller than me. So like, yeah, like, a lot of body insecurities. But like I said, what pushed me to start being more confident was the leaps of faith in life that I would take for myself. Spending more time with myself, taking pictures, because when you take pictures and you spend a lot of more time in, because I remember when I used to hate going in the dressing room, because I was like, ugh, like the beaming light on me is just like, I hate it. But like now, Y'all know y'all always see me in H&M dressing room, the lighting room. I don't care because I know I look flawless. And I don't look flawless. I clearly still have insecurities, but I've grown to be so comfortable in my skin that it doesn't bother me. But I want to see it. I want to see what I can prove. I want to see what I can work on. I want to see what's glowing about me. But yeah, doing things um, throughout life, like just trying different hairstyles. Constantly, I've been doing my makeup since senior year. I've been doing my makeup since senior year in high school, and just doing different things, dressing in different aesthetics. Like I feel like what has built my confidence was trying new things with my appearance. Like it's not a wig I haven't a color I haven't tried. It's not a wig I haven't tried. It's not aesthetic I haven't went for. Like I've pretty much, put on anything, and I play dress up. Like I would go to stores and I would like put on dresses, and I would like celebrate my body in a way of like I want to just what does this dress look like on me? What does it look like celebrating my own self and my own body? Um, a big breakthrough moment. I'm trying to think of when my big breakthrough moment was when it came to my insecurities. I don't know. I feel like this one day I was just like, shut the fuck up to myself. I was like, shut up. Like, I just muted out anything negative. I'm just like, I'm tired of it. And then, like, you guys know sometimes, again, from my astrology has Virgo, Moon, and Venus, we could be super self critical. We could always nitpick on ourselves more than anybody else. Like I'm gonna know something is wrong with something before somebody else is gonna point it out. Like I could be my own biggest critic and constantly trying to perfect myself. Um, One of my recent insecurities is my ass. I don't have the fattest ass, and I sometimes I feel like I want that to be in proportionate with my body. Like I have thick thighs now, but I used to just have big boobs, and like the rest of my body was kind of like, my legs were like really small, my bum was small, and I'm just kind of like, that don't make any sense. Like, so I would be insecure about that or not want anybody to look at my booty, and being transparent about it. I write a lot and I'm transparent a lot about what I'm insecure about. And I think that helps me as well, just to put it out there. Like, I'm insecure about this, I'm insecure about that. Like, having people take pictures. You ever, when somebody take a picture of you and you look at those pictures back and you're just like, ew, I look like an ogre. Like, I look so huge, or like, oh, that looks like that. But like, I don't know. To be really freaking honest, my self confidence is so connected to my entrepreneurship and to my leaps of faith in life. Like, the more I just work with myself and I'm comforting myself and I'm there for myself through everything, the more I am when it comes to those dark shadow work moments of like my insecurities. Because it's like, if I could be there through like a treacherous situation where it's fight or flight and I gotta figure something out with myself and I gotta protect myself, like, that's nothing for me to be like, you're good, you're beautiful, I got you. So it's like, or like with my business, it's like that attacks my self worth so much. Somebody be like, bitch, your reading is trash, or your conscious people say things all the time. My things go viral. I feel like I had a play in building my self esteem, because it's like, I have to be confrontational. I have to be on a platform for people to judge me and to say things. And I'm at a point where it's just like, somebody had said the other day, like, on here, it was like, your forehead big as hell, and I just like to comment, like, thanks for commenting. Like, it's not gonna phase me, it's not going to tear me down, because I've been with myself. Like, I'm somebody who sits with myself. I'm somebody who's been through the mud with myself, through the trenches with myself. So it's like, Nobody's gonna believe me because nobody believes me when I say I be going through some things by myself. So it's like when you have that strong backbone to get through life, your confidence boosts and you grow. I'm not gonna say that's gonna resonate for everybody, but that's my personal experience and how I have grown and have such a strong self confidence because I've been through hell and back by myself. I've been heartbroken, and I keep trying, and I try again. I never stop. Like somebody break my heart, that don't stop me from going to the next experience and learning from it. Like I keep trying. I keep jumping and taking these leaps and being like, okay, let me try this, let me try that. The same thing with my hair, with my makeup, with my style, with my fashion. Like I try different things. I go for it. And the thing about coming to this sense of strong self is that you gotta get to that low point. If I wouldn't know how to do my makeup if once upon a time the shit didn't look a mess. My eyebrows ain't always look like this. People in high school know. My makeup didn't always look like this. My confidence wasn't always like this. I had to, be rooted, get to the roots of things. And I started unpacking um, like family trauma and where it comes from and where everything, understanding my mom and understanding my father and understanding those relationships and their own insecurities and learning from the both of them, learning from the people around me, right? So that's how I just learned. I had this verse. I'm telling you, it all kind of came together. It was like entrepreneurship, life hardships. She's a confident woman. Because it's like, if I can get myself through this, I don't give a fuck about what you have to say about me. Like, that's just how I feel. If I've been through this was all I ever, like, I don't care about it. Like, these comments don't mean anything. How people think they can crucify me on Twitter. I've been there before where I went viral and not in a good way, or people saying really mean things to me, but I never give it my power because who the fuck are you? Like, you're not. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you. Like, who are you? I don't know. I built with a strong backbone, a strong sense of self, and a strong sense of self worth because of so many. It's a strong sense of faith as well. My faith has just grown over the years, so my confidence has grown. It's like the more I begin to be confident within God and Him protecting me and Him having me through certain situations, that just leaked over into the confidence of myself and just believing in myself, believing in I can do anything that I put my mind to. Can't nobody tell me shit. I'm that girl. Like, look at me. And it's not coming from a cocky standpoint where it's to say there's no room for growth. I don't think I'm above growth at all. I don't think I'm above anybody. I mean, I am, to an extent. I am above certain things and I am above certain people, but I'm not above critique. And I'm going to keep growing and I'm going to keep evolving, but I still know that I'm that girl, okay? And nobody can knock that. And it's not a thing that I even have to be so loud about. Like, you don't see me every day having to be in everybody's face or seeking validation from, and I don't ask opinions from nobody. I'm trying to get into that because I just want to connect more with people, especially me trying to like grow my social media. I'm like, okay, I should ask them like, what makeup look should I do, or how should I style my hair today, or style with me, what top you guys like. Like, I want to that's me connecting with y'all is the only way you'll see me do that. But on the regular, I want what I want. I'm gonna put these nails on because I seen these in the store and they were bomb to me. I'm gonna have this hairstyle because I thought this shit was bomb to me. I'm gonna have this fit on because this shit is comfortable and I feel good. I feel free. That's what real confidence is it's just freedom with expression. I feel good expressing and why I wear my hair, why I talk the way I talk. How do I get behind the camera and vlog like this? How do you do this, Ty? How do you get behind the camera and vlog? How do you get on live? How do you put your opinions out there? How are you taking clients? How are you strutting the way you do? And just being lively, it's making me feel good. It's, I'm just expressing and I'm being myself. That's how you be confident, when you're just really being in the root of being yourself. You don't have to be loud about it. You don't have to be cocky about it. It's just you being yourself. And I love self-expression because it's freeing, it's healing, and it feels good. It feels really fucking good. It feels good. I feel like, and also I spent time putting myself out on, like, images of myself out online that were explicit as well. Like, if, I don't know, some of you may know, I used to do OnlyFans. I don't do it anymore because it wasn't authentic. It wasn't inside. Like, I didn't feel ashamed that I was doing it. I just felt like this shit is an extra job and I don't feel like I need to do it. So it's like, it was for fun. And then I was just like, I don't have to do this. I don't need to do this. And it's not a passion. I was like in a space of like reevaluating. But from that and taking naked pictures of myself, I gained confidence too. Every time I would post an OnlyFans post, I was like, oh my God, post. That felt good. Let me do another one. And it was just like, I just felt powerful. Like, here I am in my sharing, myself, my body, and then I started sharing my art, which was so sacred to me, my poetry. So here goes the creativeness of it with confidence. I started sharing my poetry. My poetry it just used to sit in my notes. It just sit there hiding. And then I made a poetry page, and ever since then, posting poetry. Started posting it on my Twitter. I unprivated a lot of my videos. I was just like, this is me. Take it or leave it. But I'm being myself. This is who I am. What else? My art. Yeah, posting my art. I am the you. How my styling on there. Posting my actual art by Ty Lou. I used to be terrified to post my art. And I remember one time that shit went viral. And I was just like, wow, that's really nice. Like, I just started pushing myself to do very vulnerable things and very scary things, but it wasn't scary in the fact of like, oh my gosh, don't do this, scary, but oh my gosh, this is scary, as in like it's getting out of my comfort zone scary, and that boosts my confidence as well. Just sharing who I am, it's like a vulnerability confidence, right? And my self-esteem, it just grows and grows and grows, and it's not by somebody liking it. I post on Twitter all the time. I'm still low in the likes. You bitches is hating, so I'm still low in my likes. I don't have a bunch of people commenting under my Instagram pictures. I don't have a bunch of people retweeting and liking my Twitter pictures, but I still feel like I'm that bitch, because I am. Like, this shit will never validate me because I know who I am. I know my purpose. I know the root. I know how to ground myself outside of everything. At the end of the day, I turn my phone off and I'm one with God. Okay? I am confident in myself. I'm looking in the mirror at myself, giving myself affirmations. I'm dancing in the mirror. I found what I really love and what I'm passionate about, and that's what feeds me. That's what gives me validation, like community connection, and like community connection, cooking, singing to myself. I found what makes me happy. So it's like when I put and express myself, it's myself. And then how anybody else is receiving it is like really not none of my business, because it's like I love myself at the end of the day. I can go to sleep and I'm comfortable with the skin I am in. And anything else is a plus. Because somebody can sit up here and like, oh, you so comfortable. Then you like, why you got makeup on? Why you got this on? Why did you get a haircut? I hate when niggas do that. Because it's just a thing about, like, I don't have to do this, but I do it because it pleases me. I wholeheartedly live a life that is centered around me. I'm not going to lie. I'm very selfish and self-centered. And I make spaces for other people and family and friends, but this is my world. This is my world. Everybody else is living in it. This is my world. I get what's gonna make me happy today. What's gonna make me feel fulfilled? And it's not likes, it's not validation from niggas, it's not getting niggas, it's not a bunch of people up under me, it's not an audience. At the end of the day, I'm happy with going to go get in the bed in a minute and eating McDonald's. Because I found my happy place. Like, you have to find your happy place when it comes to confidence, when it comes to self-esteem. And you have to keep bigging yourself up. You got to give yourself validation. Because I give myself a lot of validation and a lot of love. Like, I clap for myself at the end of every day. I say, bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. I big myself up. I tell myself I'm proud of me. I tell myself I love you. I'm so proud of you. I say that to my soul. I speak to my soul. And that's what feeds me and gives me that validation. So it's like I don't care if it's not coming from nobody else. Yes, it's nice. I like that shit. I want to hear it, especially from the people that are around me in my circle and supporting me, of course. But it doesn't make me. It's not what I built up, that strong foundation within myself that, like, no matter who is with me, I know I got me. And my life was set up in that way where I was experiencing certain things alone, where it's like I myself with situations where like I had to have my own back. I had to be my backbone. I've learned to pick myself up so nobody can knock me down. Yeah. I love myself a lot. It's making me emotional. Cause it's like those are people that's watching this and you get it, you really get it. Like when you really been through it by yourself, nobody to hold your hand, nobody to depend on, nobody to call. Well, you probably got people to call, but you're so prideful where you're just like, nah, I got myself. I got it. That's my attitude. And I'm actually learning now how to be open to help and receiving love and having a boundary. Even that too, like when you love yourself and you have high self-esteem, you're not gonna die in situations where people try you. You're not, and then you're still gonna get your heart broken. You're still gonna deal with fake ass friends. You're still gonna deal with certain things where people try to taint your character. The only thing that's different is your response to it. How are you responding to it? Are you gonna give into it? Or you're gonna rise above it and be like, I see you for what you are, and you're not going to get me. Cause when you love yourself and you're confident in yourself, y'all don't understand the amount of entities and just dark energies that will come through your friends, through your family, through who you never even thought will try to get you and knock you down. And you literally cannot stop. You literally have to see it for what it is and be like, oh, through your lover, through the person you love, through the person you want to be with, that shit could come through the person you want to be with. Trying to tear down your self-esteem. And I've experienced all of it. And I did not let me and one of them hoes, this is men included, get to me. You're not going to make me feel, I just felt, you're not going to make me feel less than or unworthy. Like, are you, like, come on now. Like, you're not, and anybody who's trying to make you feel that way feels that way about themselves and very insecure and very low. That's why it's important to have a strong base and a strong root, because people will really try to make you feel like you are unworthy and you don't deserve certain things. And so that's why it's important to let go. That's why it's important to let God. That's why it's important to have a strong sense of self-esteem. And you will get knocked down. So going back to that, I didn't get to this point from nowhere. I've had situations. I love people to death. They did make me feel low. They did make me feel so hurt within myself. They did make me feel like so torn in myself, especially the romantics. Nobody makes you feel more low than a person that you really like, you swore and you love, and then they're like, I don't want to be with you, and they're treating you like absolute shit. Like, family should aside, like, you know, family's gonna stomp your heart out regardless. Right now, none of this is okay. I can't go too cold with the drama, but that's it. Really hurts when it's romantically involved, and I dealt with a lot of romantic situations that made me suicidal, made me feel like I did not even want to be here no more. And I just had to have a realization with myself, like, you have to know who you are, know your power. Like, don't absorb how anybody else makes you feel. And not to absorb how anybody else makes you feel. Or trying to make you feel that way. Somebody that loves themselves will never make you feel low within yourself. Nobody. Anybody that's a bully, anybody that's mean and nasty, you hate yourself. And you want me to hate myself so bad. And that's just not going to happen. I'm locked in with myself, and just every time it would happen. And I went through those emotions like, oh my God, like just feeling low, depressed. I would feel those feelings and cry it out and be transparent about my feelings, like, this dude does make me feel this way. And I would always rise up above it through expression, art, creativity. I would write about it, journal about it. I would paint, I would dance, I would heal through dancing. I remember I used to dance in my backyard a lot. I would sing it, I would sing. I would be one with nature. I spend a lot of time in nature when it's really nice outside, and that alone is healing. Just letting that pour out, stretching. So much trauma and hurt that's stored in our bones. I use a lot of wellness to get out that pain. And I forgive. I'll wrap up this video. You gotta forgive who tries to hurt you, who tries to bring you down. Because hurt people. Um, they they don't they don't know, but they do. You know, they're hurting. When I see someone being nasty and mean, and you're hurting, babes. And all I have to do is give you love over there from afar. Because you're not going to mess up this happy bubble that I'm in. I'm always in this happy, vibrant bubble. Because I'm light. And it's about understanding who, your essence. I have so many dreams, so many feelings and spiritual experiences that constantly reassure me and remind me of my light and my power and who I am. And let me know you're gonna have people that's gonna try to rob you of that. You're gonna try people that's gonna try to dim that. And you can't let it happen. You can't even let life let it happen. Just keep going. No matter what. Okay? So if you're watching this video, I hope you take something from it. This is supposed to be like how I gain confidence. It has so much to do with belief, spiritual belief, my wellness practices, pouring into myself, my self-love. It has so much to do with teaching other people, because I don't just have all this knowledge and keep it to myself. I constantly pour into people and share my light with the world. The world, create the world. So I can't with me, but I can. See how you gotta turn that back around, like I in language shit like that. Like I'd be like, I'm so fucking stupid. I can't believe I was naive and I didn't know. Started being softer with myself in my language for real. Still learning how to still practice. These are things you just have to keep practicing it, and you're gonna get better and better and better. Every heartbreak, keep practicing the healthy ways of how to move on. You get better and better and better. Every betrayal, you get better and better and better, and equipped with how to handle certain things, and how to handle life, how to know when you need to be patient, how to know when you need to push and work harder. Like I'm still figuring it out, but I'm just letting you guys know what I've gathered thus far. I'm only 25 years old. And I can say that I have a very strong sense of self-worth and self-esteem. And you can see that from the vulnerability and the transparency from my videos thus far. Like, you know when somebody's standing in their confident truth where they can just show up as themselves, free of thinking about judgment, free of thinking about being, like, crucified, free of just judging themselves, free of just free, being more free. The more free you see somebody, that's why my thing is with the whole naked thing. It's like somebody who has OnlyFans has high self-esteem. Some of them. I'm not gonna say that probably resonates with all people, but the majority of part, somebody's walking around fucking naked. Do you realize the self-esteem they have? They're that confident in their body that that's the self-esteem. This is the definition of it. High respect, high regard. That's having high self-esteem. That's having a high sense of self-respect for yourself. I don't know why self-respect has turned into covering our bodies. I'm losing myself. Hold on. I'm saying, like, having self-respect is having high regard and self-esteem for oneself. That has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with them. That has nothing to do with them over there. It's about yourself. If you're comfortable with yourself, well, however you leave your house, however you present yourself, and it's not hurting nobody else, that's what matters. You're not on some pedophile shit and walking around That's what I don't condone. Don't be walking around naked around no kids. But that's the end of this video. I don't want it to be too long. I just wanted to share like how I built my self esteem over the years and the root of where everything came from. I am now like, and even with being confident in myself, I know there's things I want to work on. Like I still want to, work out and lose weight and be more fit, get into a routine. Like I want the gym to be a part of my life and a part of my wellness. I do want clear skin and things like that, like full body, but like I'm not hard on myself about what I'm working with now because I'm a strong believer in if I don't love myself now, I'm always gonna pick myself apart. It's always gonna be something that I'm gonna be trying to change. So, and I always like to tell my body like I love you right now. I'm appreciate you right now. I'm gonna wear this right now. I don't care. Like it's just it's here. It's not going nowhere. It's here. I can't not have boobs tomorrow. We're gonna put this shirt on and we're gonna flaunt it. Simple as that. I love y'all. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.